Hey everybody, Luna3 here. It's been a while since I've done a deck tech video, so let me show you what I'm running in Standard for the Origins season. It's an Abzan aggro deck. Let's just get right into it. I run one Thoughtseize. That's more for information than it actually is for just stripping a card out of their hand. If I get that early and I have a decent hand, it pretty much can shape me directly into a win real early on. 3 Dramoka's command. It's just so versatile. You really can't go wrong with it, whether you just want to fight a creature, you want to stop red decks from just burning you in the face. You get +1s, and with a lot of enchantment decks out there now, it's pretty good counter. Not gonna lie, Abzan Charm, because it's another great card. You exile target creature with power 3 or greater that hits almost all the dragons in the format. If you're falling behind, it draws you cards, or you could just distribute counters, which in an aggro deck, pretty sweet. Hero's Downfall, removal, can't go wrong with removal. One of the new cards, Languish. With as many big creatures as I run in this deck, Languish just does so much work to clear the way. In like mid to late game, which perfect time at 4 mana. And that's all the like sorceries instants I run. Now into the creature base. I run 2 Warden of the first tree. It's a good 1-drop. Can grow if for some reason I'm like, not drawing any more gas. I could just file my I could just pump my mana into him, and I don't feel like I'm wasting turns. There's the 4 Fleece Mane. Well, this is the 8 Kitty Cat package. All aggro Abzan deck runs the 4 Fleece Mane and the 4 Rakshasa, because they're just so good early game. Rakshasa can pump himself. Fleece Mane can get monstrous late game if they stick around. They don't usually. People want to get rid of them early as they can, but that's also another reason. Clears the way of their removal for my bigger guys later. I run 3 Anafenza. I'm thinking about going 4, especially with the popularity of the rally decks, because it completely ruins that deck. And, it's pretty good. If it wasn't a legendary creature, it'd be an auto-include 4 of, but that's wishful thinking. Siege Rhino, because, let's be honest, it's Siege Rhino. You can't not play Siege Rhino. It's Siege Rhino. Okay, this is kind of where I go off a little bit. I play 2 Tasigur, because late game they come in real simple. Could file out some of my graveyard to, it's just a great card. It's a 4/5. It survives Languish. It can be real weird. It survives Languish. That's the big thing. Same with Rhino. Rhino survives Languish as well. Wingmate Rock I play as a 2 of, because it flies, makes little dudes. People aren't usually expecting him anymore, so I just like to have him in there. He usually comes out in the sideboard. He's one of the first cards that come out, but that first game he usually is a surprise. And, flyers. 2 Sorin Solemn Visitor. Great against red decks. Just life gain. Red, if I play this turn 4 on curve, red usually just can't survive. And in my local meta, there's just so many red decks. So that's with that. Okay, now into the land base. Pretty straightforward. 3 Caves, 2 Llanowar, 4 Sand Steeps, 4 Temples, well, Temple of Malady, 3 Temple of Silence. Post-rotation, if they don't give us some sweet land in Zendikar, oh man, this deck is going to take a big hit. 4 Windswept Heaths, 2 Plains, 2 Forests for the Windswept Heaths, and for the Delve, it's a fetch land, they're great. And then 1 Urborg. I think more people are falling into the single Urborg style than they were double Urborg, which was all over the place, like pre-Dragons, I think. Everybody was running 2 Urborg, but now it seems like it's fine with 1, so I play 1. Okay, now into the sideboard. That's where I keep my other 3 Thoughtseize. These come in against, like, let's see. They come in against the Rally deck. They come in against any control deck, because you just want to be ripping their hand apart against control. And against Rally, you kind of want the information, and anytime you can pull a Rally, well, it's weird. With Rally decks, it's real weird, because, they kind of want their things to hit the grave, so it's a little more difficult against the Rally deck, but you want these in there. End Hostilities, it's great for board wipe. I really don't bring it in as often as I need to. It kind of comes in against the, like, green-red. I kind of like to play it instead of the Wingmates, because it destroys without triggering the stupid Hornet's Nest, which, oh man, that guy is killer. Elspeth again. Oh, and Nissa for the control matchup, because you need walkers against control. It's it's the best way to get around that. Let's see. Hollowed Moonlight is for the Rally deck. It just exiles them as soon as they come in. They bring their board in. You just exile it immediately, and then you get to draw. Back to Nature. We saw a lot of enchantments come in with Origins, so I just like this as an instant. It works well against a lot of combo decks as well. So I just have one in the sideboard. 2 Den Protector to, again, against the Rally deck, to be able to bounce my Thoughtseize or this guy, the Infinite Obliteration. Kind of just want it. Again, an Infinite Obliteration comes in against Esper Dragons. Pick out Ojutai. That deck is done. It actually works great against Elves if you pull out Shaman of the pack, because that's their main win condition in that deck. You could play it against Abzan control. You rip out their Rhino. It works pretty good. But yeah, Infinite Obliteration, I actually like this card a lot. It's pretty cheap, like at $1.50, but as a one-of, I think it's perfectly fine in the right situation. I play one-of Self-Inflicted Wound. Kind of comes... I don't know, it's just a weird card. There's a lot of green-black decks out there, so I feel I need one just to get that little... just ping of damage, and it kills a creature. Just good removal. Virulent Plague, or I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. I only have the Korean copy. But, token decks. If you get this out there and they can't get rid of it, that token deck pretty much loses. Ultimate Price, as a 2-of, comes in off the sideboard against like green-red Devotion, Elves, anything that's heavily mono-colored, because, let's be honest, you can't find better cards than Ultimate Price against mono-colored decks, or even just the dual-colored decks. Pretty much bring this in against everything except for Esper Dragons or Abzan. And even against Abzan, I kind of like it, depending on which... No, never mind. I just thought about that. No, don't want this against Abzan. But everything else, pretty much everything else, you want the 2 ultimate. It came to the point where I almost wanted to mainboard it, but there's just too much Abzan control out there to where I feel justified putting the Ultimate Price in there. So anyway, this is what I run in Standard. This is going to be what I play at game day. I also have a real janky mono black deck, which, that'll be the next video, because I gotta post what the new mono black is that I'm running. Anyway, tell me what you think of the deck. Any improvements that you see I can make, let me know. And I'll see y'all next time.